Hey guys, we're here playing Near Earth Hub. It's Gabe. This obviously we can't keep because we have no ice whatsoever. And now at least we have an ice wall. Okay, we can deal with this. Now we've got 2 ice. Oh, that's great. So we can play this out. Drawing another. Okay. Huh. I'll play the Ice Wall in Archives. Let's not get sneak doored. We should be able to find a 3rd ice by the time we have to actually res this. We can play sweeps next turn. Basically don't want to get account siphoned under any circumstances. Nice start from him. Sure Gamble, Desperado are probably the 2 best cards you could hope for. We'll see if he checks the marked accounts. Yeah, I think I'm gonna res this. Knock an action out of him, deny him a bunch of money. Seems reasonable. Play this out. We're getting flooded here, so we're actually going to throw out a couple of our agendas. Let's throw out the Beal. So yeah, this is a bit different than your typical Astrobiotics. This is one I saw on Board Game Geek using Trick of Light for the fast advanced instead of Biotic. So you get some advanced tokens on your ice. You got Ice Wall and Shadow. This can help you do it too. He's probably gonna get Passport unless he gets Rex. That wouldn't surprise me either. Yogg. Okay, that's probably the worst case scenario for us right now. Well, if our Astros survive, we're gonna need to draw some, throw them away, I think, or just flat out install them. Yeah, he takes an Astro. That sucks. Yeah, so we have no actual way to turn off this Yogg, so all our Enigmas are now completely blank. And he's gonna keep lowing cards quite correctly to try and put this in. Probably Business Show as well, even though we can't res it. So it turns out we should have put the Ice Wall also on HQ. Because now he doesn't even need to play Sneak Door for a while. If he even has Sneak Door. Security testing, sure. Double security testing, oh man. So he's in great shape against us. We're going to have essentially no way to interact with these. Probably the best we could hope for is to draw mid-seasons. No, that's not happening. Let's start loading our marked accounts. We might as well put something out here. So next turn we can just score the Astros straight out if we want to. And that's not unreasonable. Because he might eventually check it. With Desperado, it doesn't cost him hardly anything to check. So this is an actual run where he's going to check what this is. I think that's fair. Does he want to trash this? He probably does since he's already here. Yeah. He's going to get his money back and then probably run this Astro and take it. Yeah. Well played by him. We maybe needed to sneak it out for a turn and then try to score it out. So, kind of a bad draw for us. We could have thrown out the try to throw the Astros up earlier. Could also play the sweeps first, and I think we would have got siphoned pretty heavily. So I think it's safe to say this game is already over. Yeah, that just happened. We were just flooding out completely. I need to get rid of those. There's a mid-seasons. But he can just pay to not have any tags, so that's not going to be an option for us. So yeah, we're just going to manually advance this ice wall and be quite displeased with ourselves. I'll throw that out, throw that out. Let's keep the Astro. It's basically our only chance. This sweeps. He never needs to actually draw. Unless he needs more breakers. I don't know. We'll keep it for now, but it might be wrong. The fact that he has both of these means he essentially has infinite money. He can do 6 a turn for 2 clicks. And there's no way we're going to catch up to him. He can just trash all our assets. And then we're screwed. So yeah, I think this deck is quite bad. Very easily exploited with security testing. And we don't have enough cheap ice to stop it. We don't really have enough ice, period. We have 15 ice. To be fair, we're not seeing a lot of them. May as well put our agendas back in. So what's good for us now? If we draw more ice walls, that's pretty reasonable. Otherwise, we're basically going to trickle-light the Astro out next turn. We don't really want to res this because we can't score our Astro. We need exactly $2 to score an Astro. Oh, we could have, because we're going to get 2 from this. That's true. I messed up there. Probably would have been right to get an extra counter on the... Ooh, toll booth. I think that's probably bad. I think we need to just score this Astro out. We're extremely soft to siphon here if we take any money. And putting a toll booth out is just an invitation to get shut down if it doesn't get foraged in the first place. So I'm not really happy with playing toll booth in this deck either. Just has a gigantic target bait on its face, and he doesn't even have that much money. Well played, he says. Well, I don't think it was. I mean, that turn was fine, but we've been screwing this game since the start. He has no right to lose this game. He certainly just should not lose this game. Now, if he plays forward on this ice wall, that would be a nice play. I would applaud that. I think probably better would be to put the first 2 ice in HQ, the 3rd ice on archives. But that does leave a lot of free hits on R&D. And we're not going to have any option to Astro Train since the other 2 are already gone. We're not playing any fast track anyway. Yeah. Letting him take these was extremely poor for us. Alrighty, he's going to draw a card. Ice Wall, okay. So it actually needs to go on the R&D. And if he's going to not kill our assets, yeah, then we'll just keep using them. I think he definitely needs to do first thing, just kill at least the pad. Probably both of them. And then we're clicking for credits for a long time. Not that we need a ton of credits, but we do need some to do things. So the toll booth would be good on the inside of HQ if we could put something in front of it to stop inside jobs. The fact that we can't do that is making me reluctant to even play the toll booth. Well, he's no longer respecting sweeps week, so we certainly will cast that. This Enigma is worthless. I actually think we do install the toll booth. And then, yeah, it might get inside job, but it could at least stop a siphon quite hard, make him lose $3. The other booth we could potentially, I don't know, it's quite expensive is the problem. Would almost rather like a Data Raven or something that's mid-sized that would still probably end the run. So if I don't res here and then he siphons, then he can inside job, and that sucks. But he gets $3 for free if I let him in. We're gonna let him in. It's not really much money for him because he has to pay this trace to keep his Mr. Lee. This is a very rarely played card. The art is pretty awful, in my opinion. So maybe he's not sure how to play against it. The fact that it's good at all is because he has 0 link. Against a 1 link runner, this card is just miserable. It's like, yes, that is exactly what I wanted to see. Thank you for running into siphon. Now we get to not get siphoned. We still get shut down, but he doesn't gain money, which is the important thing. Inside jobbing again. Interesting. I don't actually understand that play. What's he trying to do? Just get something out of my hand? Because he doesn't get his money again for his Gabe ability. So he's actually taking a net loss of money on this run. If I were him, I would have played Mr. Lee, or clicked Mr. Lee to try to find a shutdown if he didn't already have it. He's letting us load this for free, though it's having to pay actions, which I think is pretty wrong. So instead of having to pay an action $1, we're just paying $1, which is a lot less. And we're still getting our money here. This is pretty strange. I mean, now he might play shutdown, right? There we go. So we had it after all. He just wanted the inside job for really no reason, because if he had played the shutdown first, he could just run in and not have to inside job. All right, well. It's going to do a couple things for us. One is going to let us load up our thing even faster, our ice wall. The other thing is it's going to be inside job protection if he wants to come in again with another inside job, like a same old inside job. A lot of Gabes will run 3 inside jobs, but I expect at least 2 of them in there. He's coming in. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep taxing him, keep loading my ice wall. We just need to keep a little bit of money in the bank. Specifically, we need to keep $1 to not get forged. I assume he knows that we are going to do this, so let's start building up this ice wall so at least everything's not in one basket. Alright, so basically we can win by drawing Beal and scoring it out with a trick of light. We can win by doing trick of lights repeatedly. We can use the Jackson if we find one to get it. Okay, that's not great now. This could be good later. Having extra card is not that exciting to me. I think we just want to wait and naturally draw 3-2 off the top of our deck, which is where the business show would double our chances of that happening. Gonna get a mimic, I suppose. Like, we still get to trigger our ability, so that's at least one nice thing with Matrix Analyzer. Yeah. And these ice walls are still gonna do their job. This really doesn't save him that much. Instead of paying 2 for the trace, he's paying 1 to break. Pretty sure I let him in here because I don't want him to know it's an ice wall. I mean, he would assume it's an ice wall. Also, if I res it, he can put a parasite on top of it, which is going to be quite awkward for us. So, let's not let it get parasited. He can have his $1 there. And casts again. Okay. 1 card in hand. Man, if we were playing any snares, I would be loving that right now. Where does this booth need to go? Like, are we going to ever want to score in a remote? I feel like the answer is no. Let's get another card. That's really not what we want right now. Again, you've got our tollbooth on the outside, which is not where you want it. You could be having so much money by just security testing our remote servers. Maybe he'll do that now. I don't know, maybe he just needs cards though. Be right back. Okay, so he's going in with the Mimic. We're still gonna pay. And we're gonna let him come in now. So like, I don't even know what. He really should be trashing these. He really should be. Like, you can leave one to test on with security testing, but I'm getting so much money from this pad, it's ridiculous. If I can stick this somehow, like if I get a third ice wall, it would be incredible for us. Because all we're waiting for is an agenda, like a 3-2 agenda or a 2-1. Basically any of the 3 Beals or the breaking news. Got like 5 and 23 to pull it out. Yeah, actually I'm going to res the booth here. Because the ice wall can stop the sneak door that comes in. So this is the nice thing about having these advancement tokens kind of banking your fast advance, is that it is ice. It's like a bastion level thing. So I'm gonna get Fem, is that his idea? Fem the toll booth. Knight, okay. That's still gonna cost him $5 a pop. But it makes me feel a lot better about resing these because now there's no parasites that can deal with them. Okay, second trick of light, that's reasonable. Let's put this out. There's the one we don't want. Oh, that sucks. Let's res this. Being at $4 is decent because we can pay 2 in a daily business show. You always want to be aware of what account siphon can do to you when you're playing against criminal. And to a lesser extent, any faction, but mostly criminal. Like every turn you want to plan your turn about how can I end my turn with enough money or little enough money to not get siphoned for a huge swing of credits. At least this game he has to get rid of the tags, so we have psychographics in hand. And we have already whiffed one siphon successfully with our toll booth play. Alright, now that he's not playing parasites, because he's playing knights instead, I'm happy to res this ice wall. I don't really follow his reasoning here. Do you think we discarded a agenda right now? I don't know. Like, why would we? Because if we discarded an NEP, he couldn't even steal it at this time. I think this is quite a blunder. So we're not going to get to do see 2 cards a turn. And neither one is actually the one we want, which is okay. I want the other marked. I mean, it's not the worst because he will check it. So I think I do want to force him to check it. We get a free card. The shadow is basically irrelevant. I really don't want to trash my ice wall with 4 tokens on it. Yeah, let's ice the business show because that's the one card I really do want to see. We can click for credit, and then we'll be able to pay into these encounter effects to drain money if need be. We could double trick of light to score the NAPD, but I'd prefer that it doesn't come to that, because I'd rather use these trick of lights on Beal. Because if we use 2 trick of lights and then use the Astro token, we get a 3-point Beal, which would be one definite way to do things. So the nice thing here is he will have enough money to steal the NAPD. Yeah, let's yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Knight, Gabe. I think the parasites are a lot more exciting. Knight, you're still paying 2x a subroutine, and a lot of ice now that's popular has many subroutines, like, Surgery or whatever. Currently solving ice is way better than just being able to get in once in a while. Like, it's not that the Knight is bad, and the Knight can help you do power plays, but it doesn't get you in long-term position where the runner's board is like mostly empty. So yeah, I'm gonna obviously res this. There's no point in allowing any more random accesses for this game. Let's see what we can get. Oh, that is just dreadful. Another NAPD. I actually feel I have to get this out of my hand before he legworks me. Yeah, I don't even want this one. I'm gonna actually overwrite it. There we go. Now we're in much better shape, and we can send back the NAPDs and the first trick of light. So we just need to keep him off the R&D, which is now chock full of agendas. There's 6 agendas and 15 cards, so he's more than 1 in 3 to hit if we let him in there. So if I were him, I would certainly be going to the R&D right now, moving the knight onto the ice wall, and just going for it. So from that perspective, we would like to be getting another ice. Moves it over and runs again. That's very bad for him. Because he won't even be able to take the NAPDs that are currently in the archives. Snake door. Interesting. He has no money. Herp derp. Oh yeah, security testing, sure. Well, alright, let's take the Beal. And let's just install it. Probably draw another agenda. No, we're lucky today. We'll play Trick of Light. And we'll score a Beal. If we can get the next Beal as a 3-pointer by using the... No, we can't quite. Cannot quite, rather. Be easier than doing a breaking news thing. I'm not sure how I feel about this card. Like, it's really good when it does work, but we've been so focused on not getting siphoned that it doesn't do anything. And we had a mid-seasons at one point. We don't want him to steal anyway. I think I would probably try cutting the mid-seasons and the Psycho and just doing it as a pure non-tagging fast advance. Then you'd have a few more slots for like maybe extra pad campaigns, or no, you know what, maybe a couple more ice. Because you do ideally want like a pop-up in front of these. It just scares them from blowing it up. If he has another shutdown, we're gonna be quite upset. So I'm actually gonna keep him out. Don't see any reason to lose. Get one of these shut down. Or for that matter, to give Miss Gabriel money. Is he not adding his money from security testing? I don't even know what's happening right now. You could also maybe play like 2 Trick of Light, 2 Archive Memories. Because that 3 Influence of Pop, they're pretty tough to fit in. Or you could maybe cut, I don't know, the Commercialization would be another card that's not doing a ton in this matchup. Like, it's fine. I'm gonna play it as like a beanstalk right now, I think. I'm gonna money these up. But in your opening hand, it's not a beanstalk. It's nothing. And if you're losing and there's parasites happening and you're not getting your tokens, lined up. And it's really quite a sad card. I played it in 10 and more often because you get your ability triggers, right? But I do like just the sheer power of hub where you go sideways, they can't stop you, there's too many assets to trash, they just give up. Or they break themselves, going really slow because they did trash all these things. So as it turns out, our deck still has 5 and 12 cards being agendas. So I suspect next turn we're going to draw another Beal, and then we can install Advance Trick of Light. Another idea is to cut the ice walls and play Ghost Branch with side graphics. Because Ghost Branch is in faction, it's an asset, and people don't really want to have a lot of tags, so they're probably not going to run it. You can even play Shell Corp that way, just taunt them. I don't know. Definitely ideas. Femming the toll booth. Okay. That's fine with us. He can't siphon through the sneak door. So yeah, there's another Beal. It's just a shame we can't score this one as a 3-pointer anyway. I guess we could have put the agendas back in with him. Okay, there's a Trick of Light. So if we don't lose this, breaking news, we'll just win next turn quite nicely. Actually, we could have also installed it, Trick of Lighted. No, that wouldn't have worked. I can say there's any way to score both of those with the side graphics. There is not. So he has no money right now. If you think about what turn this is right now, it is my 18th turn. This is like a $15 pad campaign. That's ludicrous. No card should be giving Corp $15 in net profit. Even if he does take the breaking news, we're almost guaranteed to get another one off the top with our daily business show. So he pays 1, 2, 3, sure. I don't love playing Shadow in this deck. It doesn't really do that much. People are going to have Mimic if they don't have Parasite or both. And the strength does not go up when you advance it, so no matter how many tokens you have on it, you can get blown out by Ice Destruction. And he does miss the agenda. You can go again with his last action. Or I might play Shut Down the toll booth. Allowing HQ, that's pretty reasonable also. But not going to help him. What? Alright. So let's talk about how he lost this game. Rather than, like, it's not so much that we won this game as that he just definitely lost it. He lost it by not killing my economy assets. He needed the testing. He needed to get money with testing every turn and then blow these up, so that I had like 1 marked accounts left that I have to load manually. He didn't kill this. Yeah, so we'll maybe talk to him about what he did wrong.